Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarvasastradvi Piyusha, Sarvavedaika Satpala, Sarvasiddhantaratnadya, Sarvalokaika Drikprita, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabho, Kalidondo Dita Aditya, Shri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarvasevyaya, Shri Krishnaya Namostume, Matheka Bando Matsangin Madgoro Man Mahadana, मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुते असाधि साधि ददायिन् अधिनोचताकरा अनामुंच कदाचिन् मां प्रेम्णा हृत्कण्ठयोस्फुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are the very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss, because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone, always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. युतैर्महद्वीर्य इमां पुरो विभोर् निर्माय चेते यतमूष पुरुषः भुङ्क्ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक स्वालङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे. नामश्रेष्ठं मनुमपि सच्चिपुत्रमत्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रजम् उरुपुरीं माधुरीं गोष्ठवतीं राधाकुण्डं गिरिवरमहोराधिका माधवासं प्राप्तो यस्य प्रतिद्वष्टि गुरुं तं नतोऽस्मि. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, today we are in Canto 9, Chapter 8, okay, verse 21 to 26. There is, before every prayer, we have the big story. But this time I will narrate the story next week because the poster was already made. So, we will go for the story of this prayer in the next week. And today we have already recited the verses. We will go for the explanation. So Ansuman, he is his uncles, Ansumans, the king Ansuman. We are studying the prayers of Ansuman to Kapiladev. We have already seen Kapila Muni in the earlier part of Bhagavatam, where Kapiladev was preaching to his own mother Devavati, Sankhya philosophy. The same Kapila Muni is now in the Ganga Sahar, that is now presently it is in West Bengal, where the Ganga go and merge in. They went and by mistake they thought Kapila Muni has stolen the horse, sacrificial horse, and they were mistaken Kapila Muni. That much they are illusioned. The moment they offended Kapila Muni didn't do anything. They were burnt by their own, offense, not by Kapila Muni, that he get angry and destroy them. So now in search of his uncles, Ansuman came here. Ansuman is his father is an elevated devotee. Sagar, his grandfather, who is going to perform this yajna, is also a great devotee. So he had some knowledge. We can say that he is spiritual. So he could understand Kapiladev, and he is presenting his beautiful prayer here. So it is only 6 verses. So we will see. Yeah, some internet problems. Okay. So now Ansuman is praying to Kapila Muni, and that is verse 21. He's saying, "My Lord, even Lord Brahma to this very daily, Lord Brahma to this very day, unable to understand your position, which is far beyond himself, either by meditation or by mental speculation. So what to speak of others like us? Who have been created by Brahma in various forms as demigods, animals, human beings, birds, and beasts. We are completely in ignorance. Therefore, how can we know you who are the transcendents?" So, this verse, Prabhupada is writing in purport that those people who are under the influence of 3 modes, they cannot understand the Supreme Lord, Krishna. So Prabhupada is quoting this verse from Bhagavad Gita, that 7:27, Ichcha dvesha samuddena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, overcome by dualities of desire and hate. As long as the living entities are influenced by the 3 modes, it's difficult for them to realize the Supreme Lord. What to speak of, even Brahma cannot realize. So that's what the prayer says. And we are all, Ansuman says, we are all creations of Brahma. How we can understand? From this prayer itself, it is visible that Ansuman is in a very higher level, not in a lower level. So he could understand when a devotee advances in spiritual life, they understand that we are not devotees. They really understand, not out of fashion. In ISKCON there is a fashion of I'm fallen soul, and like that. That is a fashion. But with realization, if somebody is really feeling, like if you see the prayers of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says the prayer, it's a very great prayer. One song he's saying, Amara Jivan Sada Papera. My life is full of sins. So, in a very higher level, devotees feel that I cannot understand, I am in a very fallen condition, in a true sense. Similarly, we can remember the prayer of Kunti Maharani, who is an exalted devotee. She says, Tata Paramahamsanam Munina Mamalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanartham Pashyamahi Striyaha. How a woman can understand you. Tata Paramahamsanam, even big Paramahamsas, they are not able to understand you. That I am merely a woman, how I can understand you? So understanding the Supreme Lord is not possible. Then what is the answer? Without understanding him, how we can advance? We are all understanding Krishna in a basic level. We understand Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. All these things are not in the 100% level, but to some extent, to take up our sadhana bhakti. The real understanding will be revealed to a devotee by the will of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is pleased, then he will give himself, he will reveal that from within. So every Bhagavatam verse, every prayer gives us this knowledge that to understand him is not possible. It's not possible unless he himself show that mercy on us. Okay. So the next verse, it's completely all the verses of Ansuman is like that. Why he is praying like that? Just just like maybe not speculation exactly. You see, his uncles failed to understand him. See, even if Krishna comes in person, like Krishna came in person to Duryodhana, Duryodhana couldn't understand that he is Supreme Lord. He could have surrendered. When the Lord incarnates and he performs very wonderful activities, but still, avidhanati mamuda. So the Muda, who is very less intelligent, they cannot understand. Mudas don't understand Lord also, devotees also. So because he is relative of this Sagara's sons. Sagara's sons died. 60,000 sons of King Sagara, they all died because they offended Kapila Muni, because they didn't understand he is Lord here. They thought, oh, he has stolen the horses. That means they are in the complete illusion. We are also in the same category because we have our Antaryami Paramatma within our heart. But we are not able to see him, perceive him. Every jiva has Antaryami Paramatma. Now Ansuman is going to tell that also. So this is a beautiful prayer. So he's in the next verse 22, 9-8-22. My Lord, you are fully situated in everyone's heart. But the living entities covered by material body cannot see you. For they have influenced by the external energy, conducted by the three modes of material nature. Their intelligence is covered by Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. They can see only the actions and reactions of these three modes of material nature. Because of the action and reaction of the modes of ignorance, whether the living entities are awake or sleeping, they can see only the workings of material nature. They cannot see your Lordship. Now, it is also a prayer of forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. My relatives could not understand you, and you please forgive them. This is also because, he is explaining that living entities cannot see you. Why? You are there in everybody's heart as Antaryami Paramatma. But the living entities are highly covered by Maya. Maya has three strings: goodness, passion, and ignorance. As long as the jiva is covered, as long as we are covered by the clouds, we cannot see the sun. Best example. We cannot see the sun as long as the cloud is there. Unless you remove the cloud, unless we are out of three modes. So unless you come to the Brahman platform, unless you purify yourself, Prabhupada is giving a beautiful verse here, apavitro pavitro va. So every time the pujaris recite this prayer purifies you. By reciting prayers, we purify internally. By taking bath, we purify externally. So we need internal purification, and externally we may be impure, no problem. But internally we should be purified from kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. We should be purified. That is possible only by taking the holy name. By constantly chanting the holy name of the Lord, we get purified. Then we come to the Brahma Bhuyaya platform. Understand that I am not the body and Krishna is the supreme soul. He is there within me as Paramatma. Unless we chant and come to a higher level, this is not possible. And even if somebody is realized the self, understanding the Paramatma within the heart or understanding the Supreme Lord is by His mercy. We can come to the state of self-realization. Okay, I'm not this body. That one can come, first step. But to come to realize the Supreme Lord, it should be the mercy. We cannot do without His mercy. So, Prabhupada is saying that we need to clean ourselves externally and internally. Then then it will one day be possible to see the Supreme Personality of God face to face. But Ansuman, because of his transcendental nature, Ansuman is a devotee. He is able to perceive Kapiladev. That is great. That's why his prayer is here, right? Then he says, verse 23, O my Lord, sages freed from influence of the three modes of material nature, sages such as the four Kumaras, Sanat, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, are able to think of you who have concentrated knowledge. But how can an ignorant person like me think of you? Again, he is putting himself in a very lower level, but he is a devotee. That's why he is able to pray in a higher level, and he understand whenever devotees pray, they understand that they are in the inferior level. They glorify the supremacy of the Supreme Lord, and they glorify the devotees also. So this is the nature of devotees. They respect the Supreme Lord, they respect the devotees also. So the Sanat Kumaras, they were in the beginning, they were impersonalist. By smelling the tulsi in the lotus feet of Lord Narayana, they became devotees, right? But the Sanat Kumaras have concentrated knowledge. That's what he says. They are jnanis. Later they became devotees. So the Sanat Kumaras were able to perceive the Supreme Lord. They are able to see the Lord in Vaikuntha. And they are the head of one parampara, right? And there are four heads of four parampara. Lakshmi Devi is head of Sri Sampradaya. Sanat Kumaras are Kumara Sampradaya. Rudra is Nimbarka Sampradaya, and our Gaudiya Sampradaya, Lord Brahma. Okay. So he says, when jnanis, they have the knowledge, that's why they are able to see you. But I am an ignorant person. I cannot see you. This is the mood of a pure devotee. Pure devotees understand it's impossible for any level of devotees to understand Krishna unless Krishna reveals himself. So Prabhupada is saying that he's quoting that verse from Bhagavad Gita that Sagunan samtityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. When one comes to the higher level, Brahma Bhuta level, then he can cross over the three modes. Otherwise, crossing over three modes is also impossible. This is very difficult to cross over the three modes. We can speak, we can read, we can follow Krishna conscious, and we follow this. We are given with the package of Sanatana Dharma. We have the sadhana package, but it's very difficult. This is in the other way, it is very simple. Devotional life is very simple, but it is also very difficult. Very difficult. Ansuman understood this and is surrendering to the Supreme Lord. This is how we have to surrender to the Supreme Lord. I don't know anything. I surrender unto you. You please take care. That is better. So in the 24th verse, he says, O completely peaceful Lord, although material nature, fruitive activities, and their consequent material names and forms are your creations, you are unaffected by them. Therefore, your transcendental name is different from the material name, and your form is different from the material form. You assume a form resembling a material body just to give us instructions, like those of Bhagavad Gita. But actually, you are supreme, original person. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. We have to surrender to a person who is worth of surrender. See, I offer my respectful obeisances to you means he understood that he is the person whom I have to surrender. He is supreme. So our surrender, see, in this material world, we surrender to so many things. We surrender to our office boss. We surrender to, so many materials also. But Ansuman understood that the Lord is the peaceful one. Prashanta. Prashanta means peaceful person. That is possible only for the Supreme Lord. Prashanta means only for Lord. Why? Because he is not, he created the three modes and he is not under the three modes. So there are different material names and forms in this material world which will not affect the Supreme Lord because he is the creator. So he is not under them, he is above them. So he assumes sometimes material body, material like body to give us Bhagavad Gita instructions, but he is the original person. So I surrender to you. So surrendering should be to the highest person, not to the worldly politicians, worldly people, worldly. Some people may be giving us some benefits in this material world. Maybe they may help us in materially. We should respect them, be grateful to them, but we cannot surrender to them. We should surrender only. We should pay our. Here, this paying respectful obeisances is like a surrender. We surrender to the Supreme Lord. I surrender to you because you are ultimate. I need to surrender to you. So I surrender to you. So this is how Ansuman is praying. And Ansuman know very well that the Supreme Lord is not at all affected by the material nature. So he says, now Ansuman is praying to the Supreme Lord that you make me understand. Because I cannot understand you, you please reveal yourself to me. I superficially understood. That's what he says. It's not 100%. He understood that he is supreme. So I'm offering my full obeisances unto you. But now you please help me. You please have mercy on me so that I understand you. So that is the inner meaning of this prayer. So when somebody is saying, I am not able to understand you, I am ignorant, it's a prayer that please make me able to perceive you. So now Prabhupada is quoting Yamunacharya's prayer here from Shrotra Ratna. By serving you constantly, one is freed from all material desires and is completely pacified. When shall I engage as your permanent eternal servant and always feel joyful to have such a fitting master? The master should be worth of surrender. Then we cannot surrender, right? How we can surrender to anyone and everyone? No, it's not possible. But people are surrendering to dogs also. Huh? They surrender to dogs. They surrender to the low class people. They surrender to alcohol and drugs. It means what? They are addicted. They are surrendering. And nowadays the whole world is surrendering to the, media. Now, when we access something more than required, when we are addicted to such things, that means surrender. We like it more. So we are getting surrendered. You see, old age people I am seeing, they are always in front of TV watching some serials, which will again pollute their mind. They are already pure, at least without watching all these things, they are okay. But watching them pollute them more and more, and they accumulate more dust in the system, right? The subtle body is full of impurities. So that impurity is carried from life to life, from Janma to Janma, one birth to another birth. Okay, this material body and the gross body will go, but the subtle body will carry on. But the people, by surrendering to material things, in ignorance, they are all in ignorance. They are surrendering to the TV and media and other things. Maybe some people also, by having too much attachment and too much attraction, they get polluted. And the pollution is carried, the impurity is carried to the next level also, next Janma also. So now, because by saying the Supreme Lord as peaceful, Ansuman is also asking for peace, because already his family has lost peace, because 60,000 of his uncles died. So he is asking, "Oh, please give me peace." The peace formula we have seen in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yekya Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Surdam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. Unless somebody understands this fact, peace cannot be possible. So he is asking, the Lord is himself is Prashanta, he is having peace. So you please give me peace. Because already I have lost 60,000 of my uncles. So my Supreme Lord, my dear Lord, it is possible only for you to give me the wisdom. Okay, nice prayer. Verse 25. O my Lord, those whose hearts are bewildered by the influence of lust, greed, anger, envy, and illusions are interested only in false hearth and home in this world, created by your Maya. Attached to home, wife, children, they wander in this material world perpetually. So these vasanas, these are all called as desires. In Sanskrit, it is called as vasanas. The vasanas bind us here. So Prabhupada and previous acharyas gave us a system so that we gradually engage all our material things in the service and gradually detach ourselves from these things. Please carefully understand that. So when I take Sri Dharma class, some girls ask, "See, you are telling us to attach with husbands, take care of children. That means you are telling us to get attached to family." Yeah, that yes. Today itself, you cannot jump to the Brahma Bhuyaya platform. That is a gradual process is given. So you are a stree, you have duty, you serve your husband with love, serve your children with love. That gradually, along with that, you engage them together, you involve in Krishna consciousness. Gradually, over a period, you detach also. It's not a high jump today. Okay, you become a Mirabai, take the tambura and go. No, gradually you at the one after 50 or after 60 you will deeply go. It's a package. And six Goswamis, who were the designers of our sampradaya, six Goswamis, they are designers. They never told Palgu Vairagya. They taught us Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya means whatever you have, all those things you engage in devotional life. They didn't teach, okay, they know. Six Goswamis know, though they are highly renounced students. They highly renounced their family, rich family, big jobs, They were Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami are great ministers of a kingdom. Rupa Goswami was a very, very rich man's only son. Only son. So like that, if you see all the 6 Goswamis, they are not from, they didn't renounce from because of poverty or because of life failures. They were from high background. They renounced. It was possible for them because they were eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. But they gave us a system of Yukta Vairagya, that we engage everything we have in the service of Krishna and gradually renounce. Okay. So now Ansuman is saying that because the people are covered by Maya, they are attached to home, wife, children. So they come here perpetually. They come here, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jadareshainam. Come again and again. So now, bhutva bhutva praliyate. Then he says, O super soul of all living entities, O personality of Godhead, simply by seeing you, I have now been freed from all lusty desires, which are the root cause of insurmountable illusion and bondage in the material world. By seeing the Supreme Lord, one can easily come out of lusty desires. That's why we say that, if somebody is having lusty desire, go and pray, go and take darshan and do the deity worship. Go and take darshan of the Supreme Lord and pray to the Lord. So here, Ansuman is seeing the Lord face to face. So he understood the illusion of this material world is insurmountable, means you cannot cross. It's very difficult to cross over. The illusion is very powerful. It binds you. It makes you forget the Supreme Lord. It will not allow you to do devotional service also. That's how people, they don't take up Krishna consciousness, right? Because they are so much attached to the material thing and they don't understand. So it covers. So Ansuman is understood that this illusion is insurmountable, very difficult to cross over. But by seeing you, all my material desires vanished. I am freed from lusty desires. And now, which is very difficult. Lusty desire is very difficult to cross over. That's why women have more lust than men. That's why women are compulsory for marriage. Because it's difficult for women to control the lust. And that's why they should be in the safe line of marriage system. And they should produce children. By producing many children, then the woman's lust go down. Otherwise, the lust will not go down. So to overcome the lust is a very, very difficult thing. But because I have the audience of your presence here now, because of that, my lust went out, which is very difficult to cross over. I bow down to you, my Lord. So he ends the prayer by 6 verses. Ansuman prayed to Kapiladev, who is incarnation of the Supreme Lord. And he is now returning to his kingdom. The story part, I will do it in the next week. Okay. Story is beautiful story. We will go to that also. If you have any doubts or comments, you are welcome.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, pranam.
Yes, pranam.
Mataji, you said that one who has more lusty desires, they have to do deity seva worship.
That's what I read somewhere and I heard also.
Yes, even I heard, Mataji, but my question is, sometimes initial stage devotees may be first initiated, but they can't do this deity worship and all, but they have...
Deity worship, not directly deity worship. You can serve as an assistant to a head pujari. You can go and wash parts of the deities or make garlands. Assistant work is also deity worship only, right?
Okay. So no need of direct deity worship. Just we have to assist and...
if they have close association with their spiritual master, the spiritual master identify and then engage them, that's also possible. Engage maybe a brahmachari who is also disturbed by lusty desires. So they are engaged in services like that.
Okay, yes, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Right. So the even if not deity worship, chanting the holy name more and more also possible. That's the ultimate above deity worship is chanting the holy name. One can overcome their lust by chanting more and more also.
Yes, Mataji.
So I specifically have taken one verse that is directly says that, take out that material desire, which many times I told all our ladies here. Yadi dasasi me kaman varam stamvardashava kamanam hridayamasham roham bhavadastu vrinivaram. So Prahlad Maharaj is praying to Narsimadev, 7:10:7. So if at all you are pleased, please take out the material desires from the core of my heart. So that also like that we can pray to the Supreme Lord if we want to get out of this lusty desires or material desire, whatever it is. All our base root is lust only. We can pray to the Supreme Lord specifically also.
Yes, Mataji. This is 7.10.7, right?
7:10:7.
7.10.7. Okay, yes, Mataji.
Please memorize
Okay.
this. If you have not memorized, please memorize this. I always recommend this verse because it's Prahlad Maharaj's prime prayer, which our Guru Maharaj wrote in Brahmacharya and Krishna Consciousness. If you read that book, the first verse is this one. And once Maharaj recited this in a Narasimha temple, and immediately I thought I should memorize this because when he explained the meaning, it was so nice. Then somebody told it is in the Brahmacharya book. Okay, I saw that, and then it's maybe 20 years before I learned this verse. Please learn. Easy, not very complicated prayer. Easy. Please memorize some verses here and there from Bhagavatam, and what are all possible ways to please the Supreme Lord we can, as simple women, Kunti Maharani is a great woman, but we are all really simple women. We can try to please the Supreme Lord by some prayers and some extra things.
Mataji, if someone has a lot of aggressive type of nature, for them, what mantra do you recommend, Mataji?
I don't understand.
Aggressive. If someone is very aggressive, what mantra they should chant from Bhagavatam?
They have to ask for Shanti, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Shanti.
So which mantra is suited?
I don't know exactly, but they can ask for forgiveness if they want to get rid of aggressiveness.
Yes, Mataji.
Huh? No. Aggressiveness, adult or young children?
Young children, Mataji, like Ugra type of Swabhava. Gets angry very quickly, short-tempered.
Then the parents should guide them.
Yes, Mataji.
Shanti mantra.
Even parents also can chant on behalf of them, right?
Yes.
Because they're young, they don't.
Yeah.
Then if they don't.
See, all young children are aggressive only. It means they are naughty and maybe they are overactive and you are designing them as aggressive. No?
So ultimately, because we are as
Hare Krishna mantra itself makes one peaceful, make them.
Okay.
I will think over it and aggressive to reduce the aggressiveness.
Yes.
I never come across. I have lots of mantras for forgiveness. This forgiveness and asking for health and asking for association of devotees. So nice prayers. Bhagavatam is full of such things, no? But Kunti Maharani is asking for calamities, you see. Kunti Maharani is asking for problems. You give us problems. And Sharanagati prayers. Saranagati, surrender prayers. I surrender. Surrender prayers are very nice because said that even if you recite or tell the Supreme Lord that I surrendered to you once, even once, and then you are noted. Krishna will, somehow make you to reach him. That's what Sri Sampradaya people are saying nowadays. I'm so much meditating on that point, which I'm going to give a Hindi class tomorrow on Saranagati, maybe with some added points, which I normally give Saranagati class with some points. But tomorrow it will be a Hindi class with some added points. If you want, you can join. So there are some Saranagati prayers one can recite. Okay. So any other question and comments? Okay, thank you very much. So, Surabhi, yes, you want some? Tomorrow, same time, I have one Hindi class, which will be informed to you all. If you want, you can join. Okay? Vanchakalpadarubhasya kripa sindhibhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata.